don't have, oh, you do. Okay. All right, mic check. How you guys doing? How is everybody tonight? All right. Mailbag. So first off, mailbag may get interrupted because our hot water heater has been slowly failing. I think it's just the oil filters clogged on it, but I don't want to get in there and replace it myself because it's a mess. So I've been trying to avoid fixing it, and this morning it just quit completely, and we've got a repair guy coming before noon, they said. So he may turn up anytime, and I might have to cut this a little short today. We'll see. Probably not, though. You know, those guys are always running a little behind. So much to do. As for news this week, I don't know. The big project this week has been making sure that everybody stays medicated for the ringworm and trying to just get that thing really done forever. We're not quite there yet. The toughest one, of course, is Cloak, because Cloak is such a, excuse me, wow, that was rude. Cloak is such a nervous cat that, you know, she's very sweet and loving. She just purrs and purrs and purrs when you pet her, but getting her to that point where you can pet her is difficult because she's just so scared. She'll run away. You know, she's like Eddie, but times 10, you know, like really bad where she wants that affection, but she's just too afraid to get it. Which really, she's so afraid that way, so sort of spooked that way, that it's causing some trouble trying to keep her fungus free, because of course she won't let me pick her up. That's something she's never put up with. You know, no matter what, no matter how like friendly I'm being with her, if I try to pick her up, that's it. That's too much. It's always too much. So picking her up to go take her for a bath, you know, like we've been given the lime sulfur. We don't give a bath. We actually sort of spray them down with it because it's a lot more gentle and they don't mind it as much as a bath. But taking her out of the room to go get that done and hanging on to her and making it happen is really a difficult process for both of us, but especially for her. It really sort of freaks her out. So I'm trying to give her gabapentin so that she's calm, but even the biggest dose of gabapentin that we can give or that we're comfortable giving isn't enough to really keep her calm. So in the meantime, I've got her on, I did manage to give her one treatment this week, which is really important because she had like a really big spot that was super obvious and was, I don't know what you call it, like a fruiting body or something where you could tell that the fungus was actively, you know, ready to reproduce and spore everywhere. So, you know, sort of the worst possible case. So I did make a point of giving her a bath the other day. I'd like to make sure I do it at least one more time, probably more than that. So Dr. Katz has offered to give us some stronger little sedative for her for when we need to do that. And in the meantime, I think I interrupted myself. I was saying, in the meantime, I'm giving her the oral treatment for it, which the doc thinks is probably, that's what the doc prefers to use anyways, the oral treatment. I want to make sure the environment stays clean too, and the oral treatment doesn't work instantly, so that's why I want to do it at least one more time, but maybe a few if the oral doesn't seem like it's getting it all. So, so that's the ringworm news. I can't believe we're still on that topic, but there you have it. Other than that, there's not that much to report. These kids are all doing really well. I've been noticing that they're starting to, you know, these kids all came to us, they were already a few weeks old and already sort of not socialized the way that we're used to having kittens socialized. So they've been a little more nervous, and they're still a little more nervous than the cats that we're used to. But they, as I'm showing, they have been coming around a lot where, you know, if I sit down on my bed, you know, they all want to be in my lap and be petted, and they just love the attention, and they're really getting to be good people kittens. This guy's an exception, of course, from the beginning, as you all know. He's been super social the whole time. And you are a good number 2. And of course the mom cats, well, not Cloak, but Noodles and Cape here are both super friendly. Noodles is just great. So it's probably time for us to start thinking about getting them adopted, but you know, we still need to get those spays and neuters done too. All that's pending. So anyway, my goal for today, after mailbag, I see you've got a spot on your, I can't tell, it doesn't look active. It may just be that the hair hasn't grown back from the spot that they had, but I saw a spot there, I see a spot here. The places where they tend to get it the most is, if you're looking like on the inside, hi buddy, you're hiding, blocking the camera. Right on the inside of their paw here, where they you know, where they groom themselves. That's one way it spreads. And then also where they groom themselves, like so, sort of right behind the ear. She's got a little spot that's been on her ear. I think it's just grown the hair back. You know, it's an older spot. So they tend to show up, you know, in this sort of area because this is, you know, how they sort of spread it around. And lately I've noticed that several of them have just a tiny little spot of it on the top of their nose, which is really hard to get because you don't want to get that lime stuff in their face. But I've been sort of wetting a sponge, and you just sort of, yeah, just carefully sort of put a little bit on there while you're doing the rest. So, what are you going to do? Okay, let's open some boxes so that we can at least get some stuff done before our repair guy shows up. Today is, I think, the sort of the opposite of last week's mailbag. Last week's mailbag we had like all drop shipments. And this week I think it's almost all, or it is all hand packaged stuff. So it may be difficult for us to get through it in the shorter allotted time that we have. But before that, there's one package that I left out. It was very heavy, and I thought that it was going to be another Raylene and Zenithon, but I opened it up to check, and it was not. It was food and litter, just like Raylene and Zenithon typically would send, but this one is, hi, Mr. A and Dr. DJ from Birdie V, a name I recognize. Birdie V, thank you so much for the food and the litter. That's stuff that is very practical, definitely will get used around here. In fact, I should have brought the litter in. These guys need a little refill on their litter box. I'll try to remember to do that after mailbag. Here we have another card from another SPCA. I think that there's been another donation in our name. Someone has been thinking of you, it says. That's so cute. A donation to the Placer SPCA has been made in your honor from Jenny C. Aw, that's so sweet. Jenny C, thank you so much for that. Placer is California, apparently. Roseville, California. So that's fantastic. As we say, we always love it when people donate to their local shelters, and it's cute when you do it in our name. You know, of course, there have been other reasons to do that lately, but in general even, that's a very nice thing. It's sort of a way to give to two people at once because it warms my heart and it donates to your local shelter. So it's great that way. I know I brought the box in. Oh, it's underneath my jacket here. Okay. This, I think we all know who this is from. It says box 2 of 5. Now, I think we had one last week that was another numbered box. Was it 1? I don't know. But I guess these are going to either come in, you know, in parts. It also says box 2 of 5, I think. So there's some uncertainty there. Really sort of defeats the purpose of writing how many boxes there are so that, you know, you can check and make sure they all arrived. I was saying, I think I said last week too, that it'd be funny to just start writing that on packages, even when you just send one. Like if you send a birthday present to your nephew and you write, oh, box 1 of 7, and then that's the only one you send. Or better yet, make it like box 3 of 7, and then it seems a little bit more legitimate. And no matter how nice your present is, then it'll be disappointing because the rest will never show up. I think that's a great prank, personally. I don't think I would do it, but it's great. Okay. Hello, Mr. A and Dr. DJ. Hope you are doing well. How is the house hunting going? Well, it's a good question because DJ has found a house that she is head over heels in love with, like crazy about. And it's a good like 30 minutes further away from the hospital than we want to be. So it's not, 30 minutes is like our limit. This one's like an hour away. And it's just, I'm like, no, it's not an option. We are not doing that. And it's made her very sad. So, but there's a couple of good options. Like she's finding some stuff right now that she really likes and that I like too. So there's definitely good options. In fact, if the timing works out, we may end up going down there this week. And well, we almost certainly will go down there this week to take a look at a couple things. And if there's one that we like as much as we think, we could have an offer in on it by this time next weekend. So we'll see. We're moving as fast as we can, honestly. Okay, you say, enclosed are messy treats and treats for you to share. I found this puzzle for D-Day to try. It took me over 2 months to complete, spending most evenings at it. It's a beautiful picture. Whoa, is that in this box? Oh, it is in this box. Look at, oh, what? Oh, this is tricky. I wanted to DJ to get one of those really challenging puzzles. Like I remember one that was popular when I was young that was just purple. It was like the whole puzzle was just purple. I think it was just plain one shade of purple. So really the only thing you had to go on was the pieces. This is a very similar challenge. Look at that, except even worse, they are transparent and some of them have simple lines on them. And that's all I see here to go on. That is so tricky. Wow. I love it. This seems like one that would be really fun to do. I'm trying to guess from any of the pieces if there's anything that is enough to show me what the picture could be of, but the most I see anywhere is like 2 lines. Difficult to guess. Oh, it's so cool. The plastic pieces are nice too. That's fun. I like the way they feel. Okay. Oh, you say it is a beautiful picture, not. Okay, well, it's got something on it. Also, some stitch markers for DJ to help with her crochet. Oh, that's cool. I don't even know what a stitch marker is. Is that, that must be what's in here. Let's see. Weirdo is having another lot of blood work done, says they keep coming back inconclusive. I'm hoping this last round of tests will produce a result. Kevin is fine, his usual laid-back self. Take care, Charlie, purrs and meows from Weirdo and Kevin. Interesting about all the tests coming back inconclusive. You know, I think if you have a test that is so difficult to get a proper reading from, you know, it keeps coming back inconclusive, so it's difficult for you to tell. You should be really cautious about accepting whatever answer you get back first that is supposedly accurate then, right? Because it would sort of suggest that it's so near the center that it's hard to tell, and so they might come back and say he's positive. I don't even know what you're testing for, I can't remember, but you know, you might come back and say he's positive or come back and say he's negative, and really it's the other way, because I would just be cautious about, you know, immediately accepting when they do come back with something they say is conclusive. But I hope he does okay. These are so cute. They're little stitch markers, I guess. They look like little clip-on, they're cat heads. And they've got like a little clipping mechanism, sort of like a safety pin, but a little more complicated, that will let you stick them onto something, I guess. And they're all very silly cat faces. Some have their tongues out. Very, very cute. I'll show that to you guys. Okay. The rest of this, as you said, we've got these Cadbury mini eggs. That's my thing. Cadbury dairy milk eggs. They look like truffles that have, you know, like a chocolate shell on the outside and then like a ganache type thing on the inside. That looks really yummy. We have Webox Licky Licks Tasty Yogurt Snack. I should try these on Cloak. One of the troubles with Cloak is that the only treats that I've gotten Cloak to eat reliably are the Tiki Cat brand Churu stuff. They call them Tiki Cat sticks. But if I give her actual churu, she'll eat it, but if there's the slightest bit of medicine in it, she won't. With the Tiki Cat, I guess she likes it enough that she'll eat it even if there's a little bit of medicine in it. And we're just now running out. I had to order a whole bunch more just this morning. So Curly Whirly Bar, I don't know what that is, but it's very interesting. Wow. It says chocolate with caramel center. Huh, it doesn't feel heavy enough for all that, so it must be some interesting construction on top of that. I'm interested to check that out. I don't believe I've had that. It sounds new to me. You kids want a tissue paper to chase after? Here. Oh. All right, Charlie, thank you so much. These are some great treats, and I'm excited to see DJ on this puzzle. I think she's in the middle of one right now, so I don't know if she'll be able to start on this right away. We bought her one of those big like puzzle boards to work on. That way she can sit it on the bed and do her puzzles like she likes to do. And then when she's done, she can just pick up the whole board and she hides it under the bed, and she's got a cover that goes over it so the cats don't get into it and pull out all the treats. I mean, pieces. Wow. So Yeah, I think she's already got something on the board, but when she finishes that, I'm hoping she'll go for this one because it looks like fun to me. All right, next up, this says Hi Noodle, and it's got a couple of these stickers on it that reveal it's probably from Beans and Cheeto and Lisa G. Aha, it looks like it's Noodle's laser pointer. Here we go. Oh yeah, beautiful Noodle. Okay, so there was Noodle's photo. And it says, my sincerest apologies to Sweet Noodle for sending this so late, but I was hoping she was pregnant. Oh well. Enjoy your new home with this laser toy, Miss Noodle, from Lisa G, Beans, and Cheeto. Yeah, she loves lasers. She loves to play with the laser. I haven't tried her on a laser I hold with my hand yet, but I know she would go nuts for it. She's just so play-oriented that for her, of all cats, that is going to be the perfect thing. So thank you so much for sending that, not just for her, but for every cat. All right. Well, I don't know who this one is from. Let's find out. Maybe. Oh, now I know who it's from. We have named mice. Look at all of those. Wow, those are so cool. In various colors, you can see we've got smock and cape and jumper. We got blazer in red, parka in green. We got tutu over here that's pink, cardigan. We've got cloak, so a little bit for everybody. And is there a note from you? There we go. Catnip mice for all the adorable me outfits. Love and spoogles from Lena, of course. As always, enjoy smock, blazer, parka, tutu, jumper, cardigan, poncho, romper, cloak, and cape. That's really cute. And then they've printed the little note that says these cat toys contain organic leaf catnip, but they've printed it once for each cat. So it's like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Just over and over and over. Okay, we get the idea. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to put that all right back in the box since it fits. It's for endowments. It can go downstairs. I'll leave the note in there. Perfect. Oh, they're going to, you can see they're going to love these. They are already trying to play with them. You take these to your home with you when you go, okay? All right. Don't go away mad. Just go. All right. Just close that right up. Lena, thank you so much. I know that the adopters love getting those things because they've got their cat's name on it. Even if they rename them, it's still a lot of fun. Are you going to put that puzzle together? Buddy, I don't trust this. You're going to shake a piece out of there and then it'll never go together and it'll just be terrible. Let me at least put a little bow in this so that you can untie it and then shake the piece out. Peace out. Okay. On. The rabbit runs around the tree. Okay, there we go. Next up. All right, this one has cute little kitty stickers on it too. A little orange kitty and some tabbies, one with a flower and a ball of yarn and in a flower pot. Very cute. Let's see what this is all about. And a very tough looking little kitten on the front. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. All right, what is this? It says, the note. Okay to read on air. Thank you, dear Mr. A and Dr. DJ. We are Kathy and Corey from the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. Oh my goodness, we've been watching your stream for a few years. Our first class was the Breakfast Club. We hear you might be coming to live in the Lehigh Valley. We've included some local Lehigh Valley papers for you to get acquainted. That's perfect. The Lehigh Valley includes Allentown, Bethlehem, Whitehall, and Copley. Okay, I would have said Copley. Thank you for that. Among other towns. Yeah, I realized that from searching at least, and I recognize a lot of these names. I think Bethlehem doesn't look like it's geographically suited exactly where we'd want, but we've had a lot of people sort of suggest it as a place to look for a house. I think it's close enough, though. Most of it is. I was going to mention the names of the actual towns that are the ones that we've been looking at, but it's a whole bunch of towns just squished together. As you say here, they all kind of run together into one big community. In due time, you will learn all about ring bologna, shoe fly pie, and scrapple. Well, I've at least heard of shoe fly pie, although I couldn't tell you what it is, and scrapple too. I think it's some kind of drink, isn't it? I don't know. I know I've heard of those two, but I don't think I've ever heard about ring bologna. I can picture, is it just bologna that's like made in a cylinder with the center cut out, like it's been cored? That would be interesting. That would be weird. Not a big fan of bologna though. You know, it's just, as a sausages go, it's just so boring, I want to say. Okay, we've included some toys for you to deploy as you see fit. Make special note of the Peeps toys, as they're inspired by the marshmallow Peeps that appear in stores around Easter. Peeps are made by Just Born Candies, located in Bethlehem, PA. Yeah, I just learned that the other day myself. I was looking at something and that came up. I was like, oh, wow, look at that. Please boop the nearest little one for us. Boop. Oh, got you right on your little ringworm spot on your nose, buddy. All right, here, let's get you two. Boop. Oh, look at all three. Boop. Perfect. Okay. Be well and happy kittening from Kathy and Corey. Thank you so much for that. Wow, this we feel welcome to Lehigh already. Now, we still don't have the ink on the paperwork to make it official. But we're hoping to have that done before we even go down this week. So I'd love to be able to tell everybody that it's 100% for sure. It is, you know, it's like as near to 100% as you can be, but I hate to say that until, well, until the ink is on the paper, you know. So that's all we're waiting for. It's technicality, you know, that's what I would say. It's just a technicality at this point. We're there in all but fact. So, all right. And I see that you've got Peeps cat toys. I did not know these existed. They look just like the little bunny Peeps. That's so cute. You also sent in a taco, guacamole, and hot sauce set. That looks like a good one with those little feathers on there. They're going to like that. We got shrimps and cocktail sauce. All right. Somebody was hungry. And shrimp with some spicy chili sauce, it says. Perfect. Like a sriracha. And then we have the papers. Look at that. Oh, you sent a whole stack too. That's so exciting. It's called the Home News, Your Local News. The photos on these are nice. We also have the Blue Mountain Town and Country Gazette. Wow. I haven't actually seen Lehigh Valley. You know, it just occurred to me now reading that it is a valley. There must be some sort of mountains around, I suppose. That is, I'm excited to see it in person. Let's see, we got the Whitehall Copley Press, the Northampton Press, the oh, you sent this one just so I couldn't pronounce it, didn't you? Catasauqua? I'm going to go with Catasauqua Press. The East Penn Press. These are clearly all published by the same paper, but that's interesting that they separated out by sort of the area there. And then we have the Nazareth Key. There's so many biblical names right there with Bethlehem and Nazareth, and there were some others that I had noticed as well. That's interesting. Okay. Well, look at that. We're going to get this all done before the repair guy. That's good news. There's one box left. Now, it's a tricky one. I think you might be able to guess who it's from, but it is deceptive because it's typically in a white box, but this time we have a brown cardboard box from the B&B sisters. So let's take a look. It's usually packed full of blankets and toys. And I think we're doing pretty good on time here. Oh, wow, not doing pretty good on opening though. Let's try that again. Perfect. Wow, I see one big nosy right on top of this. Oh, well, maybe you can see it from one of the up cameras. I won't try to tip this over. Okay, here we have two cute little kitties. One is a tabby with a lot of white on him, and the other's a little tuxie. They're very, very floofy. And it says, hello, Mr. A and Dr. DJ. As you probably guessed, it's the B&B sisters. We were recently discussing your impending move, and we were wondering if this might be our last box mailed to Connecticut, as we don't want to add to the things needing to be packed. I guess we will play it by ear. Well, I don't. I'm glad that you're thinking that way. I've been thinking that way myself. Not a lot, but a little bit of like, oh, I'm not going to buy this stuff because then we're just going to have to move it. Let's put all that stuff off for now. And I have been looking at the endowment piles in the basement. Now, obviously, we're going to try to endow as much as possible for these kittens so that we can send it to someone else's home and not have to move it, like you say. I think there's a strong possibility that we'll take a bunch of the stuff and maybe, anything that's sort of still pending and maybe send it to Dawes. We'll have to check that out. Okay, I'm getting a message that we've got a tech on the way. So we'll keep an eye out. That may end up interrupting us after all. Okay, I guess we'll play it by ear. Anyway, enclosed are the usual blankets, toys, and cans of food to be used as you see fit. Thank you both for all you do. The B&B sisters, Beatrice and Bernadette, thank you both for all you do. It's fantastic. So, I feel like there was another thought I wanted to put in there about, I would think I was in the middle of saying, we might try to sort of take some of the stuff that makes sense to give to Dawes and leave it with Dawes rather than try to move it, depending on, what it is that we've got. I also think we're just the last time that we moved, we rented a big dumpster out in front of the house and just filled it with everything, because it's not usually worth the cost of moving everything. Depending on what it is. And there's so much house cleaning that we've been deferring anyway, at this point. They're playing with those peeps on the card still, and now they've got it stuck on the cable. Cardigan does. Cardigan, let me help you. Can I help you? Would you still want that peep if I took it off the card? Oh, hang on. No, you've got to let go for a minute, though. You won't even give me a second to... Here, let me help you. Here. There it is. Is it still fun with no card? Okay, there's a blue one for you. So last time we moved, we rented a big dumpster. We just filled it with stuff. And then after we had everything I think it was after we had everything sort of packed up and moved, we took everything that was still in the house, everything that we didn't want to move, and there's a company you can call, a company you can call that just gets rid of junk. I think it was called like We Got Junk or something. And we just had them bring in a truck and said, take everything in the house. We didn't even have to move it out for them or anything. They just come into the house and start picking stuff up and moving it out into their truck, which is a really cool thing. And if I recall, we don't even pay for it. They've got some way to dispose of this that makes them money. So we'll probably end up doing that same sort of thing this time, with a big dumpster and get rid of a bunch of stuff and have somebody come in and just take away the rest of the stuff that doesn't have any, value to it. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. There's a lot of work to get done before a big move, and I'm not exactly looking forward to it, but I am as excited as DJ about having a house that we can be more excited about. It's not a secret. I've never liked this house very much. We bought it in a hurry, and it was bought strategically, thinking we were only going to be here for 3 years. This is so pretty. Look at those noses on those two kitties. We bought this house strategically, thinking that DJ was just going to do her 3-year residency, and then we'd probably be moving again. We didn't know she was going to do a fellowship at all. That wasn't initially part of the plan. And then we wouldn't have known that her fellowship would be right here anyway. But it was, so we've been here 3 years longer than we planned. And as I was saying, we sort of bought this house. We picked this one over all the others that we were looking at because it had a nice low price for the size, and it's in a place that's known for its school district. And given it's such a large house, we thought, well, when we move out right away, we should be concerned about how we're going to resell this place. And this is going to, hopefully, our thought was this is going to be a place that has a real value to somebody because it's big enough for a family, and it's got a school district that everybody is apparently, is sought after. So it may be easy to sell that way. I'm still hoping it is. We'll find out. But other than those factors, other than the value of being able to sell it very soon after we had purchased it, there's not anything that I find especially appealing about this house. It's exactly the kind of house that I wouldn't want. Like just a regular old, what do you call it, colonial? I don't know, just a series of boxy rooms and straight hallways and nothing particularly interesting about it. Just your home. It's just a home, you know. It's not anything special that way to me. I do really like the creek outside, but I haven't gotten outside to enjoy it very much. And if we were gonna, yeah, this is so cute. He's a kitty in a teacup. Oh, it's so cute. Look at those eyes. I think if we were like, if this was going to be our forever home, I could easily turn this into a house that I would find interesting and that I would like. But because we've always been right on the edge of moving out any day now, I haven't done that. I haven't made those changes that I would want to see. There's a lot of stuff in the house that I would remodel, maybe take out a wall here and there and combine some rooms so that there were some more spacious areas. And also, though, I think I would do a lot of work outside. Like I've always thought about building like a little, not even quite a gazebo, but more like a little, just a sitting area down by the creek and some wooden stairs that go down the really steep ravine that we have there so that you can walk down and have a seat and, you know, sort of sit by the creek. I always thought that would be really nice to do, but that's a whole project that doesn't make sense if we're moving out, you know. Stuff like that would really make this a wonderful place to live. And it's all stuff that, like I said, we haven't done because we're never planning on staying. So look at that. That's very spacey in a way. It's got a lot of sort of surreal bubbles and things around the cat. And a weird little cube in the corner too, I like. Okay, buddies. They just want to play with these blankets. Kids, come on now. Okay, all right, come on. Oh. You gotta let go though. Pal, what are you doing? You got all these toys. You got a room full of toys and you're like, oh, a blanket, let's play with that. Okay, now we are on to the toys. Look at that, we got Kitty Pop. That's a nice sized cat kicker. We've got this weird little bear. What do you call that? Sort of a 60s or mid-century sort of art style on his belly there. I don't know what I'm going for. We have a beer, a pretzel, and some pretzel mustard. Dijon Grey Purpon, of course. Makes me feel like Oktoberfest here or something. Very Germany beer feel. Cherry Coke. That's the Coke Zero is the cherry flavor, is the one that I had been drinking for a long time. Man, that stuff is, I sound like such an old person, but the Coke Zero, frankly, like I'm glad that I've been switching to tea because it's gotten so expensive, it just doesn't feel worth it, you know? I like it, but I don't like it that much. Anyway, this says Julie's Feather Bells, and it looks like it's just bells with feathers. What a great idea, although I bet they don't last very long at all. I'm going to toss one of these in the other room. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to toss it right there in the food dish. Nice job. Okay. I'm trying to keep an eye out here for the repair guy too. I guess he'll come to the door right here. It'd be hard to miss him. This is so cute. It is a little cell phone for cats toys, but I especially love the USB charger. It's got a lot of detail to it. It's got the little prongs and a cat here on the wall wart side. And it's got a cable, and then on this side it's got a little USB connector with the USB symbol embroidered on it even. That is so cool. Nice detail on that. Here we have a bunny rabbit with feathers for ears made out of one plastic bottle, apparently. He's super crinkly. We have a burrito and a hot sauce and an avocado that is almost a problematic stereotype with that mustache and his weird grin. It's funny though, I like it. What is this? Is this some weird bird? I can't even tell. It looks to me like a weird, oh, it's a grenade. Of course, that's the pin you pull right here. I see it now. It's a grenade. And you can tell, it's got the pineapple grenade kind of thing here. It's got the handle that you hold, and then this is, I thought it was a weird eye or something for the bird, but no, this is the pin. That's so cute. Oh, and it says right here, grenade toy. So I guess I could have figured it out. Action-packed playtime. That's cool. Not only do I like the design of it, but what a fun idea for that cat. That's cute. This is a strange little Charlie ball that has a string attached to it with a tassel on the end. Very fancy. A bell and some ribbon. It's a little bit of everything in there. All right, I can hear they're still chasing and playing with that bell feather. I know it's a great toy. I just don't think it's going to last very long. This is a weird little long mouse, some kind of stoat maybe. But he's very cute. He's got this curly fur that I love. That's adorable. Oh, it's by Kong brand. Okay. Well, this is, it's green. This is green. When am I not going to do that joke? It is a frog, and he is really squished in there. Let's go ahead and open him up and just see him because he looks cute. He's also fuzzy. Aw, he is cute. Look at that. Oh, and he's got a rattle in him. That's going to be a good cat toy, and he's adorable. So much more in here. Oh, more feather bells? Or did I put those back in somehow? Maybe I put them back in because I don't see them here. Okay. This is a fish. This is so cute. The fish is in two parts, one with bones, and then it's got the part that goes around the bones, and you can put them together because there's a hole here to put the fish through. So you can make him a whole fish, and then the cats can pull his little meaty parts off and have fish bones. That's a cute idea. I like that. We have here the Best Cat Toy Box consisting of a toothbrush, dental floss, and Meow Fresh toothpaste. That's very cute. Oh, you want to play with the toothbrush, huh? We could brush your teeth. Here we've got the cat alcohol set. We have seltzer, Cabernet. That's not bad as a pun. And kitty cat whiskey. I like the way the Cabernet is shooting out bubbles. It must be a bubbly version, Cabernet champagne, if there is such a thing. I guess that would be like a pink champagne. Catnip crazy food. What is crazy about the food, I wonder? All right, it's a pet toy, not a children's toy. Well, we know that. Oh, well, it's just crazy food. It's a hamburger, a giant hamburger. A kebab, a very cool kebab made on a silvervine stick, of course, with it's got a piece of a corn cob on the kebab and something I can't quite identify, and a compressed catnip ball. What looks like an ice cream cone with a catnip ball. Oh, and beer. It is a beer can, but the beer can also has a pull tab that is like the electronic noisemaker pull tab. So the beer can must make some kind of noise. Oh, and the hamburger has also a little pull tab. So those must both make noises. Huh. Well, that sounds really cool. I would like to investigate that further, but I don't want to pull those tabs right now. So I'll put those back in. We almost lost the ice cream cone. That's cute. A lot of detail in these toys. All right, I can smell that catnip too. We've got some very fuzzy mice, I see. Little rattle fuzzy mice. Those are always a big, big, big hit. Beautiful little cockatiel, I think. Some more rattle mice with the feathers. The Hawaiian shaved ice with, what do you call this? Tropical flower. I just heard a car door. I think we're going to have to cut this short. Okay, lightning round. Parakeet. Donut and cupcake. Zebra. Unicorns. Logan mice. Oh, such a cute little kitty with a bell. Weird feathery tube things. A hamster who's adorable. One of these little fuzzy ball things. A loaf of bread that says all you need is loaf. Oh, a really cute little chinchilla. More Logan mice. These two cotton ball mice. Wow, they're very, very fuzzy. A milkshake. I thought I heard a car door, but I don't see anybody coming up. Of course, they can take some time getting their stuff together. A bunch of minnows and other assorted small fish. This is a shake or tea, bubble tea maybe, with some sort of a drink here, a meowie mocha type thing. We have, oh, why is he sad? I've got a sad little cat that is also apparently pineapple bubble tea. He is a bubble tea. He's got a straw on the top, but it's folded down so you can't really see it. And he's got a sad face on. We got a cute little catnip cow. Charlie balls. Another parakeet. Another parakeet. A bird that's not a parakeet, but I can't quite identify. A little blue thing that looks like maybe a blue chicken of some kind. It's got too many stickers to even see, so let's take a look at this one while I'm waiting to see if anybody's going to turn up over there. Maybe I didn't hear anything at all. It does look very chickeny, except he's blue, right? That's what I'm going to go with. And then we have a box that contains, it says Mall Mall 6. That's not helpful. Oh, bears, cute little bears. There we go. Put those in a line. It's like a Grateful Dead sticker on somebody's car. And then we have lots and lots of Nulo chicken flavor, just like we serve these kids all day long. So that was the whole box. I may have rushed it at the end there for nothing, and I apologize for that. But I'm just going to put these in here. Thank you so much, B&B Sisters. This is wonderful. These are all going to go for endowments, and these kids are going to love them. They're already loving some of them. That little feather with the bells, as I said, that's just an inherently great toy. They are, I think, chasing each other around and fighting over who gets to play with it. There we go. That's these. Oh, I know. I'm not going to give you another one. You've got one, and it's not going to last, I bet. Perfect. Okay, the rest of this goes elsewhere, doesn't it? Almost all of it. This goes down for endowments. I don't want to put it in your box, though. Maybe if I put it right on top. Maybe that would work. Here. Put these in here. And we'll just set this on top and carry it down. This needs to go downstairs as well. Yeah, speaking of the guy coming to do repairs and bringing this stuff downstairs, I'm a little bit mortified to let this guy see the giant pile of endowments that is in the basement that he will have to walk through to get to where he's going. DJ just sent me a text to say that they're here, so that must have been him, and he's just taking his time getting around to me. I think. He's not like standing on the porch at an angle I can't see, I hope. No, there's nobody there yet. Okay, he's still around at his car, I'm sure, but I gotta get this going. So thanks everybody. I'm gonna turn off my mic before I forget. You don't need to hear me talking to him. just gave Lydia the puzzle. I think she's impressed. She was excited about the stitch markers too. Alright, I don't want to bring this downstairs while he's down there. I just sent it to work and he'll think I'm coming down there to talk to him. This is a 15-pound bag. I gotta go get you guys some more litter.